Good morning, and think about it Tuesday. So, this morning I've pulled this card, which is rather pretty. And what it says is, I can visualize my body as I want it to be. And what does that mean? We encourage a visualization of self as you are wanting to be, seeing yourself in that way, thereby attracting it. The ideas and events that will bring it about for you will come into your experience once you begin to see yourself that way. When you feel fat, you cannot attract slender. When you feel poor, you cannot attract prosperity. That which you are, the state of being that you feel, is the basis from which you attract. That is why the better it gets, the better it gets. And the worse it gets, the worse it gets. So, what does that mean? Well, basically, we attract what we feel and think. You know that inner voice in our subconscious, that thing that lies dormant, and you think you're on top of the world and you think you're doing great, and the next thing this niggling voice comes up and it's like, you're not worth it, you're not worthy, you're fat, you're overweight, you're too skinny, your eyes are the wrong colour, your skin is the wrong colour, your hair is the wrong colour. All these things that have been lying dormant, that just turn up out of nowhere and you have no idea where they've come from. Well, these things have been put into our subconscious a very long way, long time ago. And it's about pinpointing where it started. So, when we lead with negativity, that's what we attract into our life. We attract in the soul suckers, the people who just take. There's no give or take within a friendship, relationship, partnership. There's just imbalance. But when you are thinking positively and you're sending out all this kindness and gratitude and thankfulness into the world, you receive that back as well. But it's all not sunshine and roses, because we have black and white, we have the grey in between, we have that pendulum swinging between negative and positive, and we have our subconscious that sits in the middle. And that subconscious is what we have been taught, or we've picked up over our lifetimes, that people might have said something negative about you, something positive about you, something that just has been grabbed by your subconscious and starts to believe it. So for me, years and years ago, I was in an abusive relationship, and he would always say, oh, you've got a moustache, which I don't have. I'm very fair-skinned and I don't have a moustache. But it got into my head so much that I would wax it every single third or fourth day, because it was stuck in my subconscious that I was manly, I was masculine, I had a moustache, I wasn't attractive. So these little off-cut comments, if they are told to you over time, they can stick in your subconscious. And it's about finding where it started so that we can break it down and retrain that narrative so it doesn't lead into our present. And like this card says, if we visualize who we want to be, and it's most probably not the person that you are at the moment, but it's a version of you that you see yourself wanting to be, what we need to do is figure out what we need to work on at this present time, in this moment, living in the present, not in the past, not in the future, but in this present, dealing with those comments that lie in your subconscious that make you feel the way you do. So it will stop you from visualizing and actually living that person that you want to be in this present moment. You know, you got 95% on an exam, which is a huge achievement. Even 90%, 85%, a huge achievement, right? But it's an extra percent that will be like, well, I wasn't good enough. And, well, it's just not worth it. And why did I wasn't good enough? And the marks aren't enough, and I'm rubbish. And you start putting this negative narrative into your head just out of that 10 or 5% that was missing. What we need to remember is we are not perfect. We are human. We are human beings. And being perfect is not a thing for humans. We are messy. We are destructive. We are funny. We are quirky. We are all different. But it's about embracing your true self. Visualizing your true self, not the narrative that has been taught to you, not the narrative that society puts labels on you. It's about now. It's about, what do you need? Who are you? Have a think. It's a real eye-opener. Have a great day.